All right. That should be right. We should be all set up. Everything's set. Move this cord. All right, yeah. Now let's continue what we were doing here. Okay, pedals is a bit hurt. We'll take care of that first. Everybody else, I think, can... We'll see. Okay, we beat her. Yeah, we hopped down from here to fight her, right? Yeah, we did. Okay, and this takes us out there, so I'm curious, even though I probably shouldn't do it. Whoop, whoop, I want to go fight this dude that's down here. Da-da-da. Okay, it's a hiker, which means that pedals will be just fine. Rock him. Bam. There we go. There we go. That's what we needed right there. Boom. There we go. Yep. Yes. Now I'm pretty sure we're waiting till about level 52 before we leaf stone that. Can we go around? Yeah, no. Okay. Ugh. Whoop. All right, now over there's the power plant. Of course, we can't go there yet. Let's do that healing. Because now we're going to take that cave. Cave is going to be a whole lot. It's going to be a whole lot of experience for... It's kind of funny that they put... I can cut every single one of these if I really wanted to, couldn't I? But what's the point? Oh, it's to like skip her. Whatever. You want to be a butthole? I can be one too. Well, you're a 23. You need some. Let's copy this link here. Copy all that. There, we'll post that there. Then we'll also go over here to Fandom Night for anybody that wants to hang out. Bam. Then we'll also go to the controller pile-up for anybody that wants to hang out. There's that. And then we'll also, though it never really yields any results because for whatever reason I'm kind of a dead presence on Twitter. I mean, I'm there, but you'd never know it for some reason. Like, no followers or anything really come from Twitter. But there we go. It's all posted. It's all up. And then we'll move on. Oh, and I guess for the sake of... I'll post it on the Discord. There. Okay, now rather than head into the cave with a person paralyzed and rather than waste one of the paralyzed heals, we're just going to go up here. Okay, now we're set. Let's get through this cave. Nothing. Fight this guy. It's a guy. He could be a hiker. I don't know. He's turned to the side. No, he's one of those pokey maniac dudes. Oh, well, that works out for us regardless. Petals will rip right through this dude, or should. Ooh, okay, ow. Okay, we're going to try to sleep him. Damn! Got him. Yeah, because, I'm poison and he's ground, so I can hurt him pretty good because I got the grass, but he tears through me just as hard. Damn, he woke up quick. Okay, there we go. Slowpoke. I'm pretty sure. Is he just psychic or is he water in this one? We're going to switch. He counts as water. Okay. Okay, we got him. All right. No decisions yet on who should be leading the cave. If it turns out there's bats everywhere, then Amp is going to lead the cave. Don't want to miss anything. Okay. Let's fight this dude. Okay, we'll be fine this time. Ooh, but I count as poison. If he does use a... Yep, that's gonna hurt bad. Okay, let's call you out. Let's let Amp take this. Doom. Probably could have picked up a couple potions before coming in here, but I think we're fine. We got 7. We're doing okay. Yeah, we're doing okay. Wondering if Amp should be running the team here. We'll try one more. I don't know if I'm guessing right or what. We'll do fine. I'm actually happy that didn't affect us. Bulbasaur. Okay, let's you know what? If we're faster, I don't know if we will be. But because for whatever reason he ended up getting Dig, yep, there we go. Bam! All right. Nice. What's up? Yeah, so we're gonna just kind of pull Amp to the front of the team for right now. And before we go up there, I want to check and see if there's anything in this corner. And of course, that's when we get a Geodude, right when I put him to the front of the team. Nothing. Okay. Waste. Pokemaniac. Okay. So, oh, Charmander. Okay. Not what I was expecting, but we're fine. Yeah, that rage thing is never going to make the time you need for it. Bye. Cubone. You know what? No, we're going to stay out. Cool. See if we can't build your levels a bit. We're going to put Petals up to the front of the team, see if we get lucky and catch a couple Geodudes and whatnot. You can barely hear me, huh? Is that any better? I don't know what's going on with that tonight. I really don't. I've had that a couple of times, but I've got good spikes on my end, so I'm not 100% sure. Let's see if I can. I'll readjust my gain here. No. Okay, does that help any? And no offense taken, by the way. I'm more than happy to hear if there's some sort of issue happening, I can try to fix it. Or if I need to turn the music down a bit or something like that. Whatever helps to actually make it work. More than happy. Awesome. Oh, look at this dude over here. Let's go check. If this dude's a hiker, then we just lucked out, because that'll be real good experience for pedals. Yes. Hiker. What do you got? Geodude, it's toast. Bow. Oh, you're a D-bag. Damn! You prick. You prick. Damn you. I'm not carrying a revive right now either on purpose. Oh, that was dirty. Kadabra, take us back out. What? Why? Okay, man, that really sucks. Okay, okay. Let's switch him to the front of the team. Prick. Prick. Not worried about fighting them. Oh. Now not a single Geodude is showing its face all of a sudden. There they are. This cave is just too good of an opportunity for pedals. We can't count them out. That was the whole reason I sold the escape rope, is I thought I remembered teleport doing the same thing as escape rope, but I guess you can't be in a cave and use it. I thought for sure you could. Unless it's been changed down the road, like nowadays, maybe it's different, but I thought for sure that you could use it. I'm really shocked that I couldn't use it. Oh, it's so irritating that you used to have to do that every time. Go into the menu. Yeah, man, the Gen 1 sprites, They were something else, man. To say the least of it, they were something else. They did get better. Okay. Self-destruct. What a prick. Not gonna waste time on a Zubat. Give me stuff that matters. Stuff I can rip through and gain experience. There we go. Bam! Alright, he's worth it. Oh, here's another one of these guys. You better not do the same thing, dude. You better not do the same thing. Machop? Okay. Not what I was expecting. We'll switch off. Of course it was a critical. Oh, why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be a critical every single karate chop of the game? That's ridiculous, game. You know that's ridiculous. That won't matter. He should go down in one hit from this because he's ground and rock. Yep. Nice. Heal you, because the game, oh, that has been, there are mechanics that need fixed. Like that Fire Red was necessary to fix the ridiculousness of what this game did. Like the critical hits, every single karate chop of the game is a critical hit, is ridiculous. Oh, you're sending out Machop? Then here comes Kadabra. You can chop all day long here. Goodbye. Bam. Petals. Butthole. I'm going to give this one to him. And yes, I named him Shell Shocker. Ever since I saw the first Pokemon movie, I do that. It's kind of like my personal little tribute to my childhood. Bite. Yes, finally. Get rid of Tackle. Wonderful. Yeah. Yeah, it can put the squeeze on you. That's because that's another thing that they fix with Fire Red is that there's an infinite wrap glitch in this game where they can just wrap you literally to death. There's nothing you can do about it in the original first game. They'll paralyze you and then they'll wrap you, and it just goes on and on and on and on, one hit point at a time until you die. Thing is, if you know about it, you can do it too, and that's really broken. Never gonna make use of that bind, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna switch on this Geodude because we're gonna bring Shell Shocker back out. Everybody's standing pretty close together. Clefable's the only one that's really fallen behind now. Boom, 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 bam. You're not getting many fights, so let's put you out to the front, and when those bats come up, we can at least get you some free EXP. Okay, now that's another hiker dude, so... No, I didn't mean to do that. Let's switch you back up to the front. Oh my god! Outsiders, like, do you live here? Like, is it that I'm not a big burly hiker? Like, okay. Well, I respectfully bubble beam your ass to death. Bye. Graveler. No, we're gonna see this one. Oh man, yes, that's cool. Legitimately cool, even though I just ripped right through it. I used to love Graveler. There we go, yeah. Put you back up to the front. Go check the corner down here just in case. Ugh, no. Nothing, okay. Nope. There we go. Bam. Move you towards that 25. I think everybody's going to need to be 30 before I can handle the fighting gym. I'm pretty sure that the starting guys in there are like 30. Oh, well. Nope. Run, Chubby Chew. Chubby Chew went on that hardcore diet too, man. Every game he loses weight until he reaches the point where he's at today. Oh yeah, sure, why not? Do they, though? Do they? I don't know if that's true, little girl. I mean, I guess it's possible, but I feel like there's better ways. Boom! Man, that move is mean. Just take my move away from me. Thunder Wave? Oh, yeah, what a shame. Here's Thunder Shock. Oh, got him to 25. That's what I was looking for. Oh, and then it followed immediately by Pidgey. We're just going to keep you out there. Wreck the Pidgey. Meowth. Okay, now we'll switch. Now it's time to take the... Well, you actually are the lowest one I've got now. You're down to 23. I like Meowth. I do. I like Persian. That's the reason why. And I got the money she scattered on the floor. Ugh. I chose the wrong way. This will be good for Pikachu anyway. Though really, Pikachu doesn't need it now. We've got him to 25. I need to look at the team and see who's going up to the front next. In fact, if I'm to argue, it needs to be you. You're the lowest person on my team now. Not by much, it's 23. But you are, so... Just mega punch your way through the cave. Just punch stupid bats and rocks and idiots in the face. There's one of those hiker guys. No, you just run away from him because he's gonna karate chop you and it's gonna be an automatic critical and it's ridiculous. Okay, let's switch. What are you at? You're now at 24, so we'll take you to the front. As long as he doesn't throw out a Machop, we're fine. There we go. Yep, that's what I was hoping for. Bam! We'll stay out because you're still 24. This could be your 25 right here. There we go. Man, you're still not at 25. This could be your 25. Get that 25. Come on. Do. Yep, there we go. Nice. Now you're 25, you're 25. Okay, if it's Professor Oak's invention or whatever, or his tool or something of the sort, why would anybody else even know what it is? Oh, that's gonna hurt bad. Let's do Thrash. It's fine. I'll survive a second one. You won't. 25. There we go. Slowpoke. So we're going to switch. Not that he needs it, but you know what? Kadabra. Kadabra, I'm going to assume, is going to be faster than Slowpoke. Can lay the pain down and possibly take him to 25. Oh. I got to admit, that caught me off guard. But that's going to hurt me. What? I thought for sure I remembered that. I thought for sure I remembered Psychic being weak to Psychic in the first gen. Maybe not. If so, though, now it seems like he's got literally nothing to worry about, so we'll keep him out and get that level 25. There we go. There we go. Yeah. We're going to go check down here. You're going to go back up to the top of the team, try to get you to 25. Even though you're probably the next one off the team. But I don't know. You might not be. One of you two is going to go when we get the fighter. I know that. Not going to waste time. Okay, let's fight her. I'm like 10. Punch his wiggly, wobbly face. There's him, 24. Yeah. Punch him. Just punch. Just punch everything. Mega punch. Punch her too. You have Pokemon. Let's start. Punch the Pidgey. Just punch it. That's punching. Trainer's about ridiculous. Yeah, you walked up to me. My trainer is just like, punch him! Just punch! Just mega punch! Just hail me! Friggin' haymakers everywhere! That's greatest training ever. It's literally the top tier strategy. Just stay out there and flail haymakers. Oh, he's close! Punch him! Bow! Oh, Bellsprout, punch it. That's my type strategy. Just mega punch your way through the frickin' cave. No, got him to 25. See, it was nothing. It was just a couple mega punches away from 25. I don't remember that move having so much accuracy, but just mega punching everything. Punch! Moving on. No, don't punch that. Nope. Just wastes your punches. Move on. Oh, there's a little girl. You came this far for Pokemon. Okay. Came this far looking for, or just in general? Like, Pokemon excited you so much you ran into the dark cave. Like, what are we talking about here? Punch it! Punch it and pick up the money it threw. About to use Oddish. Kadabra time. Bam. There he is. Gonna do a Dundabo. You looked cute and harmless. Okay. That's the way out right there. Oh. If it works. Well, yeah, that's a good way to set up the Hitmonlees too. Especially now there's actually a belt that you can get, like in the newer game, where it increases the effectiveness of super effective attacks. So you get a Hitmonlee, you put every elemental punch possible. You put the Drain Punch on, the Fire Punch, the Electric Punch, the friggin' Ice Punch, and then you just got this monster that has all these, wears the belt that gets extra attack power on every single time he's strong versus something. And then he just punches his way through the game. Yeah. How dare you quick attack me? Oh, the Mega Punch missed. There it goes. It worked. Bam. Rock tunnel. Yes, it was. There's that dude over there. This dude just walks up and laughs heartily at me and then throws Pokemon out. Geodude. I'm like, what the... Dude, I wasn't trying to fight. Oh no, we're going to put an end to that right now. Picked up an extra shift, huh? Because extra shift is extra money. But I'm the same way. I get it. If I if I can live without the money, and I'm pretty good about stretching my money for what it's worth, I would rather have my free time. I would rather play a game or hang out with my kid or just sit around with my wife or whatever other 100% thing I could do than sit around at work. Like, it's just one of those true statements of life is you're never going to be on your deathbed and be like, man, wish I'd have spent just a little more time at work. No, nobody gives a shit. I love my free time. I do. Even when I'm not necessarily making use of it, and it's not even a lazy thing. I believe that there's much more that you could do with your free time, especially for your sanity in general, than wasting it on working. And people are like, oh yeah, but think of all the money you'll have. And I'm like, really though? Like, when am I going to use it? And I've done that. I've worked the ridiculous shift jobs. Heck, we've talked about it on the other show. Like, I've had the work life where that's all I was doing was just living at my job, and it did me no favors. I had a lot of money, especially for the kind of job I was doing. I had a lot of money. I ate out a lot, but otherwise, I didn't really do anything. I just had a lot of money, and I guess I bought a lot of movies and shit. But, like, then half the time when I had those movies, I was too tired to watch them or anything, so it really didn't do me any favors. It just didn't. Now, right down there's that Lavender Town. Cubone. I love Cubone. I do. I so much do. I love Marowak. I remember I used to name mine Fasurai. Those shifts are kind of cool though, because like if you have a team that is not worried about milking the clock and getting money, they're just worried about getting like ahead. They pick up a little bit of extra money, so they go in. Like we had a team at Sears when I worked there that was really good about it. They would take those shifts, and I remember the first time the guy told me, he was like, "You want this shift? You do." And I was like, "Yeah, but spending like my entire Saturday here, like that doesn't sound great, man." And he's like, "We will not be here all night. Trust me." And that team was real about that too. We went in the very beginning of the day, and then the trucks and everything, we set the stuff up, and those guys were like straight up lightning, man. They were just grabbing shit and throwing it, grabbing shit and throwing it, grabbing shit and throwing it. It'd go down the way, I'd pick it up, and they were like, sort it. It was like me and one other guy, and we were just trying to sort it onto the pallets. We sorted that entire truck in probably 2 hours, and then that was it. Then they were all like, "Hey guys, you want to meet at so-and-so, have breakfast?" And we just like went across the road to McDonald's. We ate breakfast, and then we left. And I was like, "That's it? It's just a 2-hour shift?" He's like, "It's a 2-hour double time shift." And I was like, "Holy shit." And he was right, man. We did that every single time, and it really did pay off. But on the same idea, I've gotten screwed with those too, where I'm like, I'm going to go in and I'm probably going to break this out. And then I go in and there's like somebody that's literally just milking the clock. He's there to get that 8 hours and he ain't going home early. And you're just stuck there. You're just screwed. We'll go get the only fight we can get, because I'm not going to walk up that tower just to be literally thrown right back down that tower. But we're going to go up in here and we're going to fight green. Your Pokemon don't look dead. I can at least make them faint. Could have been a better matchup if I'd have known that was going to be the first one out, but that's okay. We'll just use Thrash. Now, if that doesn't screw me, we're fine. Gyarados. Holy shit. I'm going to be honest, I do not remember that. It's been a while, but damn. Thunderbolt. Goodbye, Gyarados. You're flying and water. Nice. Oh, shit, yeah, Swift. Let's get rid of... You know what? I'm really thinking... If I remember right, Swift is a move that can't miss, but it doesn't necessarily go first. Thunder Wave is not something I tend to use with him. I don't worry about status effects. We're going to get rid of Thunder Wave this time. Okay. Growlithe, we're going to bring out Shell Shocker. I want to be honest with you, man. It's been a while since I've played this, and I don't remember everything about it. But Green has a pretty real team, man. This is a pretty sturdy team he's putting together here. Kadabra, yeah, we're going to switch. It's probably a bad idea. He's probably faster than me, but we're going to try our Kadabra against his and see where we stand. Oh no, we're ahead of him. In terms of level, that doesn't mean stats, but we're gonna go for gold here. Behold a sad fight. I don't know where you're trying to go. There's no running from a Pokemon battle. Okay, take away my teleport, whatever. And then I get a crit right after his... And then he tried to teleport again. Green. What are you doing, man? Okay, I could switch here. But I think I'm going to stay because Ivysaur has poison and I have confusion and this will just drop him. You still have Growl? Like, by now you could have had Stun Powder, Poison Powder, Sleep Powder, Vine Whip. You took it easy on me? You know, I'm going to go ahead and say that that's a possibility since you kept, like, literally throwing the fight with teleport. All right. Smell me later, douche. Ugh. That was... Bunch of dead people. This is where he says, do you believe in ghosts? I say yes. I say no. He says there's a hand on my shoulder, which they did in the anime, which I thought was kind of neat. Yeah, this is... The old man is gone. Because Fuji's at top of the tower right now. He's being held captive. And then down here, I think this is the name raider. Yeah, that's the name raider guy. Who's this? Pretty serious stuff. They don't get what they want. They straight up killed the mom. We're going to take... We don't actually need... Just for the sake of it, we're going to carry 5 of them. But we haven't been catching in this one on purpose. And I really do kind of intend to keep that going. We're going to pick up 10 new potions. Because I'm just playing this game to make a team and run through it. I'm not trying to do anything else. Just for the sake of... Let's get... That's a lot. It's a lot of money, but we're gonna have 5 of these with us just in case, for whatever purpose. I don't want to run into that issue again. We're gonna carry 1 escape rope. Everything else is fine. I don't care about those. Okay, now to the left is going to be the fighting gym, if I remember right. And that's something we do need to do. But I don't know if we're ready for it. I'm pretty sure the guys in there are around level 30, which we might be fine with Kadabra to just go run that out and get our next major player. But I don't know. That might be making a mistake. Now I don't think we can go down. I think it's going to stop us. I think that Snorlax is sleeping there. Oh, I got a TM. What'd you just give me? Oh, it is Swift. And the one person I taught it to is the one person that could learn it. Okay, well, we'll just put it in the box, I guess. Put it in the item storage. Okay, here's some stuff we can do. If these guys are actually going to give us a chance to fight, then we're going to move Kadabra, because I need Kadabra to be strong enough to get our next player. And this could literally be our chance to do that. Even though I know it'd be easier to rock through all this with Pikachu, this just makes perfect sense right now. Oh, of course. Okay, good. Okay, we're going to switch. That way we don't kill ourselves. Bam. Oh, good. We woke right up. Good. Yeah, let's get Petals in here too. Ooh, ooh. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was about to be. Because, yeah, that's a flying move. I thought it was going to hurt us. There we go. Yes. Now that confusion should be gone. That doesn't stick around after a fight. So let's go find some more fishermen to kill. Kill is not the right word. I get that for my daughter. My daughter does that in this game. She's like, yeah, I killed that guy. And I'm like, you don't kill in Pokemon. She's like, that was a flamethrower. He's dead. And I can't fault her logic for being as young as she is and knowing how ridiculous the feint is. But you don't kill in Pokemon. Pikachu! No, you see, I thought that's right. Dig gets you out of the frickin'. I tried to teleport out of the cave, and I remember being confused. And you're right. Dig is out of the cave. Teleport is. Yeah. That's because I tried to use the teleport and it didn't work. And I was like, what happened? Yeah, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, because the escape rope is a useless item. What's going on, Beck? Oh, you prick. I hurt myself in confusion. It's okay, we'll use a potion. We'll get over that real quick. Whoa, look at that guy. There's a kid walking on the dock. I'd rather be working. Then what? Fishing or Pokemon fighting? Like, what? Nobody's forcing you to fish. Like, no, if he would have hurt himself, that would have been cool and we would have already been done here. $27. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. 100 frickin' percent yes. Let's get rid of Thunder Wave. No, you'll stay out for this one. Because I want to see this. I think it's just a beam, but I want to... Yep, there we go. I just wanted to see it. Goldeen? Yeah, we'll switch. Yeah. Petals will take out the horsey. Critical bubble. Oh no. Man, these fishermen up here are some sad shit. Pretty sure that's as far as we're going. Yep, because there's the Snorlax. It was worth getting what we could get up here, though. Down here. Now we'll go over to the left. Okay. Heal the team up. With that Psy Beam, unless I get hit with something crazy, I should be able to take the fighting gym. Even under leveled, I should be able to take the fighting gym. Well, first we got to get there, and that's good. So, okay. Not all Pokemon. Okay, your Clefairy is cute, round, and fluffy. I won't put that past you or whatever. It's fine. Bite him. Okay, that's him. Yeah. Oh, he's slapping me. Those I don't mind. It's fine that those can hit you multiple times. It really is not a big deal. It can hit up to 5 times if I remember right. What's a big deal is Rap. Rap is not fair. It is absolute dog shit. There's a glitch on Rap in this game. If you're paralyzed and wrapped or poisoned and wrapped, it can just wrap you until you're dead. Just one small hit point at a time until there's nothing you can do about it. Oh well. This fight is over. Vulpix? Okay, I guess I'm staying out. Bubble Beam. I got rid of quite a bit of books, but, however, there were small considerations. I kept all my Wonder Woman titles. I still get my Wonder Woman. I get all the Power Ranger books. So the 2 Ranger books that are currently being done right now, I'm getting them. I get Amazing Spider-Man, which is on the very tip of being gotten rid of. And I'm currently still getting Action Comics because Superman is just kind of a thing I've done my whole life. And I kept the TMNT. My pull list is significantly smaller, but still fairly significant compared to other people's, I guess, because I say that in terms of my comic shop. I know there's a lot of guys in there that get like 4 books or whatever, and I'm, even now, even pulling back, I'm kind of one of the bigger lists because I'm still carrying around 10, 15 books depending on the situation. Like, depending on how many of something is coming out. So, like, the thing is, however, I'm not keeping almost any of them now. So, while I'm getting them, I get them, I read them, and then almost immediately, when I'm done reading it, unless it's a very specific book or very specific title, I'm basically giving it right back to the shop. And I'm like, I don't care if you give me like $1 off the next, the next pull list of books or whatever. I can't keep housing them. They're not worth any money. They don't have any real return or anything like that. They're just taking space in my collection room. And to be perfectly honest, it's better for me, like lined in like down at the bottom here. It's better for me to line that area with some books and put some books up on the shelf that I like, that look decent on the shelf as well, that are going to be something that's worth actually having there, rather than just a whole bunch of singles that really don't serve a purpose. Our Nido King is falling behind. Let's pick him up. Oh, one sand attack. Nido King, you better hit him. Okay, we're going to do Kadabra on this one. Okay, I actually did a review on this channel of that suit. I can't claim to be any kind of huge fan of it, that's for sure. There are parts of it that bother me, especially when it first came out. The artwork that I was given to look at it did not thrill me by any means. Not really. I gave it a couple of things that I liked and talked about a couple things that definitely threw me off that I didn't care for. One of the big things, though, is that in terms of that book, in terms of that suit, especially with like the artwork that I was given a chance to see, now that I've seen it in some other art forms, it does look better depending on the artist who draws it, but it is still far from being. There's no way I can count it amongst the classic Spider-Man costumes. Like, it's just not a huge fan. Not a huge fan of it. They probably would have done, like, there are hugely iconic Spider-Man costumes. And see, here's where things get complicated. Because I could say they could have put him back in the black costume, or for whatever reason they could have given an excuse for him to wear the original Scarlet Spider-Man costume, or put him back in the Iron Spider if he was going to go weird mechanical again. But then you have to consider that one of the reasons that Spider-Man has so many suits that are iconic is because of what's going on right now. Spider-Man changes costumes. This is not rare. The Future Foundation costume, big costume. The Iron Spider-Man, big costume. The Armor Spider-Man, big costume. The black suit, big costume. But all of these are because the costume changed. And if I'm going to throw a big fit about the costume, I'm going to tell you that I'm not a fan of it. But I'm also going to tell you that originally when the black suit was released, from what I understand, people were not big fans of it. It was something that grew over time and became like a really big deal and is now hugely iconic and has storylines that follow it that make it what it is. I personally thought it was amazing from day one. But like I said, I have to give this suit some time to marinate. I have to be reasonable because Spider-Man is famous for changing costumes. Things like the stealth suit, the black one with the neon green. Things like things like Noir. Even the other Spider-Man, the Ben Parker Spider-Man, that Spider-Man costume was pretty solid. And I'm not talking about when he becomes I'm not talking about when later on when he becomes the Scarlet Spider. I'm talking about when he is Spider-Man. His Spider-Man costume is unique and interesting, and it's also fairly iconic. Spider-Man has a lot of iconic looks, and they don't always hit the ground running. Some of them take you a little time to get used to. Some of them are astounding day one. So I have to give this a little time to marinate. I have to see it with a couple of different artists to see if it's what I'm thinking it is, if it's just not impressive, or if maybe the right person hasn't had their hands on it yet. Because like I said, I've seen it in a couple of different art styles now. And a couple of the times when I see it, I'm like, oh, well, that's not really that bad. So yeah, I'm trying my best here to be reasonable because I could be shitty about it like so many other people are shitty about it. But I'm trying really hard to be reasonable and give these costumes and these storyline decisions and these writers a chance before I crap on the material that they're doing. I'm trying, legitimately trying. I'm trying to be better about it this year. I'm trying to really give the creative experience a chance because there are so many things that happen in fandom that if we just would have crapped on it, if we never would have given it a chance, it never would have become anything. That's the reason I'm open to seeing Star Wars change. Not that I necessarily appreciate some of the things that I've seen done, because I don't. But I'm trying to give it a chance, and I'm finding little things that I do like in the change. Not everything. And I won't like everything. Nobody will. But I'm really trying because fandom is so toxic, and I know myself that I can get on this channel sometimes and I can just come in here and I can just bitch and be pissed off about fandom, and I'm trying really hard to just give my personal opinions and reactions to things now and really make this channel more about that. More about like things that I see and things that I consider and things that I like or don't like, but give an actual perception that I've thought out, not something that I just jumped on the hate bandwagon because so many people do it. And I know that I've been one of those people. If you go back and you listen to some of the old stuff, you'll see that my opinions have changed on different things. Where like, okay, like the CGI Ninja Turtles that they did when Nickelodeon got a hold of them, I remember when those first came out. And I remember the episode where Seth was like, oh yeah, dude, I'm watching those turtles. And I was like, fuck those turtles. That was bad. Because now that I've actually given it a chance, I sat down, I watched it, I enjoyed it, I saw what they were doing. That is the best Ninja Turtles show that has ever ran its course. I stick by that. I'm very serious about that. And originally, had I stuck to the concept, the idea that I was at back then, I would not have been okay with it. And at the same time, I have to say that I'm trying to quell my attitude. I'm trying to relax about stuff because there's another part to this too. there are there are games that are constantly getting remade right now. And for a while, I was immensely against remakes. But the more I look at it, sometimes, depending on how a remake or a remastery is done, I don't have any reason to be mad. Like, okay, like these games. I like Let's Go Pikachu. I do. I'm one of the people that actually liked it. And I like Fire Red and Leaf Green. I actually think that those are worthwhile remakes that were necessary for the time. And both of those things were something that I was very much against when I first looked at them. But now there's something in me that changes a little bit that says sometimes it is cool to play a game that you know, something that you already know and already love, and now it's a little bit better. It looks a little bit better, and there's something about that that is appealing. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes there are changes made when these materials get remade, and they're not good changes. And I admit to that too. But I'm trying to legitimately look at things from a perspective that's fair rather than just jumping on the toxic bandwagon that fandom seems to really be a big thing with right now. I'm hearing stuff that says that it's good. I'm still having a lot of trouble with the art style. Like, it really looks jarring to me. So I've yet to sit down with any actual episodes. But if it appears on one of the streams or whatever, I may be willing to check it out, in all honesty. Okay. We're in trouble. We're going to try to go this way. Nope, didn't find it. Go this way. Nope. Go here. Maybe I'm imagining. There it is. I knew there was something in here. I thought it was a rare candy in all honesty, but if it's that, it's that. I'll even say that I've tried to kind of quell some of my, like, I was not a fan of oh shit, here we are. I was not a fan of the my mind isn't focusing all of a sudden. Nope, we've already healed. Okay. I'd grown up and become I got stuck in things like the Nostalgia Critic and AVGN. And while I still like those shows, so don't misunderstand what I'm about to say, they created this wave of negativity where it was a good thing to just be a shithead about everything. Just all games suck and blah, blah, blah. Things that suck are funny and blah, blah, blah. And then it kind of moved into a bad spot afterwards where it was very much like people just being pissy about everything. And that became like a thing that a lot of people kind of grabbed onto. And if you listen to like our old podcast, you can hear it where there's like a negativity where we're just like reviewing games to shit on them. Like, and some of those games are games that I legitimately liked. And one of the things that I did not enjoy was I'd kind of grown past the Ninja Turtles of the 80s. And I didn't think they really had a place anymore. I was like, that show's bad. Like, take your nostalgia goggles off. It's a bad show. Well, okay. Sitting back down with it, because I rebought the entire thing. Sitting back down with it, it's not the greatest of shows, okay? It isn't. But at the same time, it isn't really a bad show. For what it is, for what it's trying to do, for the jokes that it makes, and for the self-realization that it has about what it is a decent show. Like, I'm halfway through it now, and watching it has been a bit of a different experience when I can relax about it and just kind of enjoy it for what it is, instead of getting all uppity and kind of being on a high horse about it. And so I'm trying very hard to stay on that part of myself and really give things a shot. But then the gatekeepers can make that really hard. The gatekeepers are those people that, like, they own the fandom, or they think they do for some reason, and they just want to argue and shit on everything all the time. When you have to deal with these people and all they want to do is crap on everything, that can wear on you, and it can wear on you hard. There's our Raichu. And then later on, though we don't need it yet, later on, because it'll be like around level 52, we'll need that Leaf Stone. But yeah, like, there's a couple of them that are on our group page and whatnot. I'll admit it, they're there, and it doesn't seem to matter what you like. There's always something wrong with what you like, or this is stupid, or the only thing they post is hate, or even like going as far as you'll notice it with like with Scott. There are things that he is so turned off to, and he won't even try some things. And it gets really old, actually. Oh, sure, here's a water. I forgot about this little girl. Ice beam, holy crap. He can learn it? What do you got right now? You got bite, bide, dig. Okay, we're going to keep bite, dig, because you only get one, and so far it has come in handy. And then we got bubble beam, and you know what? We're going to replace bide, because you're not as tanky as you need to be to really get away with bide. But shit, that was cool. So let's go get the other two drinks, because I'd actually forgotten about this. So let's get one of these so we can give it to the guard. Let's get a soda. Let's get a lemonade. Of course. Rock slide. Okay. Nidoking can learn rock slide. Then we'll do that. Let's take this tackle off of you. Yeah, actually, well, things like hating on games like I had that Frankenstein game, and then he did that review on that Frankenstein game, and overnight that Frankenstein game exploded. Like it was way freaking bigger than it ever was before. And like I sold it for 7 times what I bought it for. Like no joke. Like I think I bought it for $2. He did that review and I think I sold it for somewhere around $40. And the thing about it is, his review is not completely inaccurate. It's not actually a very good game. But because people wanted to shit on it, and because for some reason it was like fun to do so, and then all of a sudden everybody wanted to do their own review on it, all of a sudden some of these bad games, like the market value of the games just shot off, it just went out of the roof, man. It's just outrageous. Such a big deal all of a sudden for some of these games that literally had no footing whatsoever before. Oh my. And because we won't need the leaf for a while, we're going to put that in this box too. But we have it now. Okay, let's take the fresh water to the guard so that we can finally get through these things from now on. And then he says he'll like share it with the other guards. If you want to go to Saffron City, you can go through. I'll share this with the other guards. He has like one bottle of water. He's like, I'll share it with the other guards. I'm not sure how that works, but thanks. You guys drink that one water and I'll be on my way. Now, we're technically here before we need to be here, but we're here for a reason. We're going to go see if we can't knock out this gym, or if this gym knocks us out. Because if we can knock this gym out, it's going to be a big help, because it's going to get one of my main guys on the team. I should be good enough to do this. I should be able to Psy-beam through this gym. Nope. Bring that Mankey on. Bring it on. I'll Psy-beam its face right off. Psy-beam it right in the pig nose. Oh, bring that Primeape on. Level 29. I'm even faster. Oh, it lived. Oh, he karate chopped mine poor. Oh my god! Oh! Why? Holy shit. What? Damn. That was ridiculous. Yeah, Gen 1, man. It's ridiculous sometimes. Level 30 Kadabra. You break boulders for training. Boulders. Okay, Ryu. Oh, he lived. Oh, he's an idiot. Oh! Whew. He even used an X attack. He used an X attack and then wasted it. Wasted his one chance to knock me out. And it was almost a guarantee. One karate chop. There's no way I would have lived through it. Not if he'd have landed another crit. Or maybe even without the crit, to be fair. Just wow. Unbelievable. This angry pig monkey. No, I'm not going to do recovery this time. Okay, last fight. Grunt. I am the karate master. I am the leader here. You wish to challenge us? Expect no mercy. Fwah! Come on. Come on, game. Damn, he's 37. Nope. No, this is my best chance. Oh, well, okay. Wow. Yep, there we go. That's what we're doing this time. Yeah. All right. There it is. Okay, now either Clefairy leaves the team or Nidoking leaves the team. Which one? Because one of those two people are going bye-bye, and it's time to put Hitmon on the on the list, and then that'll be. Then I'm one away from my final team. Well, one away plus a decision. Okay, yeah, King it is. We're going to check something here. Jeez. There it is. Okay. Yep. There's nothing else to learn for him except for Thunder, and I'm not really much on Thunder. So, two major moves here then. We're going to deposit Clefable. See you later. You've done a good job. Got a fighting Pokemon on the team. Yes. Raichu. I will fully admit that it was not the sprite that made me like Raichu. It was that one frickin' episode. Seeing the Pokemon anime and seeing Raichu and how they drew him there, and then seeing like artwork with him and Surge, that made me a huge Raichu fan. And it never went away. Okay, so this is going to be our team for a good while, actually. So now we need to go back to the gambling city because we're going to take out the rocket base. Yeah, dude, I don't know. It was so good. I loved it. That Raichu had Mega Punch, Mega Kick, Thunderbolt, and then I think technically it had Thunder Shock. I think those were the four moves that Surge's Raichu had. I think this dude in here has the... No, these are the prizes. Maybe it's over here. Nope. Okay, that's the guy that blew it at the slots, which means down here, this is the guy. Here he is. Yep, this is the guy that's flat out broke, doesn't want to deal with it anymore, and gives me the coin case. And I don't know if it's important to talk to this guy. He's back here, but I'm going to go talk to him just in case. Maybe it's this guy. It's one of the three guys in here that, yeah, don't touch the poster. And I'm just going to talk to him just in case it's one of those things that I don't think it is. I think you can literally find it without ever talking to that guy, but just in case. No. I don't need to gamble. You need to move away from the poster so that I can touch it. Raichu. Yes. That was overkill. That was bullshit. I'm sorry for doing it. Where do you go exactly? Where did you go? Like, what? Is it because that? Okay, so that's. So he turned around and hit the button and then went and then must have closed the door or something? Whatever. We're going to go put this coin case away. We're not going to need any friggin' Pokeballs while we're down there. I doubt we'll need Pokeballs the rest of the game, in all honesty. Oh, no. Kanto Raichu, all the way. Kanto Raichu, 100%. And it's yeah, there's probably some nostalgia tied behind that, but there's also not. Because I do prefer the way that Raichu looks. I really like Raichu. I really do think he's a very solid design. We are going to switch you to the top of the team just to run you some experience in here. Hi. I'm like You have like literally genome soldier perception. You broke into our operation? Yeah, I literally walked all the way up to you while you were staring directly at me. We're gonna use Ice Beam. Yes. Oh shit. You're lucky you got that mad defense, turtle. Yeah, we will switch. Comet Punch. Oh, gigantic Pokeball on the floor. Ugh. Toss. I have Dig and I have Teleport. I guess that's more of a reasonable deal there. I walked around the doorway, and if that dude was literally just kind of leaning against the door, fucking wasting time, he probably didn't see me. He was like, what the fuck? Some kid? Now, after this game, Bite will be made into a dark move. Like right here, this was still a normal move, if I'm not mistaken, back in Gen 1. Machop, huh? I am tired of you. 100% tired of your karate chopping bullshit. So there's two decisions that need to be made. One comes down to Clefable. Because I need a bird still, I'm thinking that because I know that Nidoking is on the way out eventually, he's on his way out eventually, I'm going to replace him with Aerodactyl. Because that dude, if I remember right, Aerodactyl is crazy. So we're going to get Aerodactyl on the team, and then that leaves me with one more real decision to make. And that is, do I keep Kadabra or do I go Haunter and teach it like Hypnosis and Dream Eater? I think Dig still hits Coughing in the original first gen. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now cuz I've almost got an entire team. The only person on the team that's in question right now is Kadabra. King, I could run him till the end of the game, but Aerodactyl will give me the ability to fly, and Aerodactyl is crazy broken, and I don't need two guys that cover almost the same kind of thing, because Aerodactyl is going to be rock, and I know he's ground, not rock, but it's just, to me, it's almost the exact same thing in Gen 1. So then, if I go with Haunter, Kadabra's off the team. If I go with Kadabra, Gloves punch his ass to death. I'm pretty sure he is rock flying, but in the original Gen 1, rock and ground are pretty much the exact same monsters that I remember. Okay, we're going to run this one first. Oh, this kid would throw up. Oh yeah, that would be, I would hurl. A moonstone. Kind of pointless now. A nugget. Kind of worth it. We have so much money because we're not catching Pokemon, though, that it's almost not worth it. Let's figure out what that was. Horn drill. We're going to replace the other horn move with this. Yeah, horn attack. Yeah, goodbye. Now, Nidoking still has a lot of time left on the team, because we're not doing anything with him. We're not getting rid of him until, like I said, until we get Aerodactyl. So he's got some longevity ahead of him still. But it's the choice coming up that I have to figure out. Oh, no, get... Tatarata. Huh. All right. Nidoking is 27. One hit KO. Oh yeah, I forgot that's what that was. We'll probably be getting rid of that move. I don't like to gamble on one hit kills, or that's another reason I don't use Thunder. I use Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt has a 95% chance of making contact. Thunder has like a 70% chance of making contact. In my opinion, you want to flip a coin and get that big damage? Sure, that's nice. But you could also flip that coin and get 0 damage and be behind in the fight for the rest. Like, the haymaker is not your greatest option in an actual fight. It's actually quite possibly your worst decision. Yeah, I'd rather have the accuracy. Okay, well, we got a potion out of that guy. It needs a key. We came this way before we got the key. Oh, God. Yes, I can reach the boss. Rude. Critical hit. Yes. I mean, at this point, I could still go Haunter, but man, I really wonder if I should. Since I've already kicked this much with Kadabra. You don't really have any moves. Not that I like the idea of hurting myself to hurt somebody else, but it would have to be somebody with like literally a lot of life. And so far, the best person to utilize something like that is Nidoking, because he has 87. I know he's not staying on the team, but he's still got a long way before I can actually get to the island. So let's get rid of that one-hit kill move and replace it with something that's a little more... There. Horn Drill is gone. A Double Edge. He'll hit hard. He'll hurt himself a little bit. It'll be fine. Yeah, but Haunter will be very helpful in taking apart the Psychic Gems, and then with things like with Dream Eater on his side, he'll be nobody's bitch. Hypnosis and Dream Eater are ruthlessly powerful. And then I'm pretty sure he can learn psychic techniques if I get the TMs. So there's argument to be made that he could be just as good, if not even better than Kadabra. However, Kadabra, I know from experience, is literally one of the brokest things in Gen 1. And that's, if you can get to Alakazam, you're pretty much unstoppable. But we can't do that because, yeah. As far as my understanding or experience through hypnosis, hypnosis works just about as well as sleep powder. See, Petals and Nidoking will get rocked by anything psychic right now, because Nidoking is poison, Petals is poison. A Thunderbolt. Yeah, I know the elevator doesn't work without a key. I was already there. My team is pretty much finalized, except for those two deals. Like, my Raichu ain't going anywhere. My Raichu has been, even though Raichu is not necessarily one of the greatest Pokemon, I'm not oblivious to that. He is a mainstay staple of almost every team I've ever had. There are some other main guys, like top 10s, that really stick out. I did videos talking about, like, Pokemon that I absolutely can't get enough of. Razor Wind. That's one of those moves you have to power up to use it, and I don't even think it's really that strong when you use it. Not realistically, anyway. There's the lift key. Huh. We're going to give that to you. Okay. Now back to this. Yeah, I threw up around 4 or 5 times already. Nope, no way. I might do Kadabra, in all honesty, just because it's something I, like, don't do. Like, I've done Kadabra many times, many run-throughs. I think I've used a Haunter maybe twice ever. Boom. Yeah, this area, I'm like horrifically over-leveled for it. That fight opened the door? Whatever. I like how you can't go to B3. Okay, I just walked right past those guys. If I remember right, that takes the defense stat up. We're going to give it to the turtle. Man, I literally had to challenge you directly. That dude was basically like, if I don't say anything, he won't fight me. And I'm, oh, damn it. Now I'll look like a bitch if I don't fight. Oh, man. He thought I was a T-Rex. No shit. Petals will take out the Sand Slash. Go Petals. Ah, Petals can't see. Petals literally can't see one sand attack. Holy shit. Petals, you better land something. Did that extra sand in your eyes help? Did it clear your sinuses? Oh man, Petals, you're gonna die. You can't be missing, man. Oh. There you go. Now clean out your eyes, Petals, because evidently that was some hardcore sand. It was rough and coarse and got everywhere. If I remember right, I don't think Haunter moves into the poison yet. If I remember right, he'll just be Ghost. Now, if you take it to Gengar, he's Poison Ghost, I think. But I don't honestly remember 100%. I could be wrong about that. And that infinite wrap shit is... Oh, man. That's controller breaking inducing. Arbok is so cool. He's one of those guys I've never really used in an actual playthrough. Never really had a focused Arbok. Alright, I'm a 10-year-old boy and I'm walking up in here. You know, just one of you could have, like, kicked this kid in the chest or something. Like, he'd have walked up and been like, I'm fucking serious about Pokemon and I think you guys need to get out of here. And a Rocket could have come up behind him with the whip, whipped him in the neck, and while he was struggling, Giovanni could have kicked him in the chest like, I don't know, like people do, like human beings, like people that don't want to fight with pocket monsters. Oh, guard specs, huh? That's pretty sweet. Absorb. That rage is never gonna reach its peak, dude. Pointless fucking attack. I actually think that if I just stay right here, Rhyhorn is not going to be a problem. acid. Okay, so it's going to force me to keep cut the whole game. So I have absorb, I have poison powder, I have sleep powder. I trust sleep more than poison in this game. Unless you're talking about like toxic and heavy moves like that. Badly poisoned is some serious shit. Normal poison powder, sleep powder, I could put them to sleep and do whatever I need to do. I'm going to take my chances here, and I'm going to lose the poison powder and get the acid. Oh, man. I don't remember. Fuck it. Okay. You are definitely not weak to grass. Okay, we're gonna sleep your ass. Exactly what I was talking about. I sleep him. I don't have to worry about him wrecking the first guy that comes out. I think, are you a normal type? Is that what's happening to me here? You're not weak to grass. You're not weak to poisons. Gloves, come out here and punch this guy to death. This is what you're built for, Gloves. Have that boxing match, man. Now you return on him. No, not 2 times. You need more than 2 times, okay, man? We're gonna cross our fingers here and we're gonna go for it. Comet punch. He's an idiot. Knock him out. Get that 3rd hit. You got him. Yeah. That's what happens to you. Okay. Now we can go back and we can go to Lavender Town and we can go up the tower. Because we're not going to deal with Sabrina yet. I tend to keep Sabrina for the last that I deal with normally. Okay, let's put the lift key away. Damn it, I didn't mean to put away the town map. Put away TM2. Okay, we're keeping the rare candy. We'll use it on somebody here soon. We'll go... Oh, wait. Let's get rid of that moonstone. And then we'll go sell the nugget. All right. Well, it's a good thing that guy shared the water with that one dude there. Nugget. I'll do another 10 of these. Start buying the hypers here next. We have such a ridiculous amount of money. It's crazy how much you spend on Pokeballs if you're actually playing the game to, quote, catch 'em all. I need a name if we're going to end up doing a Haunter. Because we'll be catching one here. Actually, we need to go take the Great Balls and put them in the bag so we can catch one. Okay, Kadabra. If we change our mind, you're still very much available and very much powerful, but we're gonna try something different this run. Which also means I need to figure out which one of these I need. Okay, let's figure out what those were that I just took out. $19 is Seismic Toss. Nope. 44 is Rest. 42 is what we need. maybe. Let's see what the other one was. Swift, no. Rest, no. I just took out the same fucking shit, didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay. Hey! I won't be for too much longer, I'm sure of that. And normally I wouldn't be. But I got screwed, and I'm technically not allowed to work right now. Okay. Let's go find one. There we go, finally. There he is. 23. That's not bad. It won't be that long to catch him up. Oh, and he's paralyzed, so we should catch him no problem. Get him. Oh, man. Yeah, this thing on my wrist is going to send notice to my doctors that I'm staying up late. Not that he can really use it yet, but I know that eventually... Oh well, it was worth a shot. Let's... Wow, lady, calm down, possessed woman. Yeah, well, I got Nightshade too, butthole. And of course, you're not confused anymore. Do not die. Of course. Ugh. Amp, what are you doing, man? This is ridiculous. Oh. Oh, well, that sucked ass. Oh, oh, this is ridiculous all of a sudden. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Got my ass kicked. This is going to be a rough climb. Without Kadabra on the team, I don't really have much to deal with ghosts. Good, fuck him. I could set it up with petals first. At least until he becomes what I need him to be. Petals could set up for the major damage. They could be pokey friends. Ugh. Hey man, I'm legitimately sorry to hear that. Like, and I understand it more than some other people would. When I had my daughter, I thought my life was literally set, that it was what it was going to be for like the rest of my life, and then it just fell apart. Like, I thought I was getting married and I thought everything was going to go my way. And I just thought that I was on the final path of my life, that this is what I was going to do till I was an old man. I had my job and I had my girls and I had everything set up. And the next thing I knew, man, it all fell apart, and it fell apart hard, and it fell apart in my face, and it's not something I talk about too often. Like the guys know, and it happened. The show was even happening during that time, and I basically tried my best to keep it out of the show to make sure that people didn't know what was going on. But yeah, I lost everything. I ended up back with my dad and everything. And if you're watching the show, you'll notice that I started renting a space in an attic above my dad's house, and we built a stage where I was living. That's what that was, where all of a sudden we had a really cool stage and everything. It was right around the time of Four Turtles for 4 years. And so I completely get it, man. I get the idea of needing an escape. And for a while, the show was my escape. It very much was. Like, I was enjoying kind of pouring myself into making videos and making jokes and having fun and just kind of living through my friends the best I could and everything like that. I completely get it, man. I'm 100% happy that the show brings anything to anybody, especially if it brings some kind of happiness to somebody that legitimately needs it. Yeah, that's what I figured, that I right when she was supposed to do. All right, pedals. So far, this is working pretty good. It'll work really well once Spoopy can do it for himself. But as it stands, holding on to the sleep powder was the way to go. No, no, you didn't. No. Yeah, that doesn't bring down the mood. It's just it's real, and I literally appreciate hearing stuff like that. Actually, I like to know that the show does something, because I mean, we've never really done it for getting money or anything like that. That's never really been the kick. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yes, it would always be nice to get something out of something, but like, that's never been a primary concern. Man, that poison wrecked me. Sleepy time for you, butthole. Man, you needed some of that healing, Spoopy. You getting your ass kicked. Super potion. Gonna need new paralyze heals. Beat not me. Ugh, you paralyzing butthole. Yes. I don't know what he has to get to become a haunter. He might be awful close. Oh. Yeah. Awfully close. Like, right now. Yes. Not sure if this is like an unpopular opinion, but I honestly tend to like Haunter more than Gengar. There are times like okay, like even in Sword and Shield right now, I have a Gengar, but I purposely went and caught another Ghastly so that I could have a Haunter. Oh, well, shit. Yeah, I have a Retron 5. It is downstairs and I could use it, but this just seemed easier. I'm up here, I'm on my computer, I'm in the office and everything. It just felt like an easier way to go. And I'm not concerned about anything one way or another cuz I have this game. I have every Pokemon game that pretty much came out in terms of main Pokemon games. I'm the kind of person that I buy both versions and everything, so like I have red, blue. In fact, I literally have them sitting right here. That's red and blue right there. Tao Pai Pai, don't fall down. And yes, that is Tao Pai Pai. He sits on my desk. Ugh, I took 2 steps. I intend to buy another Retron 5 actually. The Retron 5 I have, the Super Nintendo got damaged and they're releasing a new version of the Retron 5 and I plan to buy that. And I don't necessarily know how it got damaged. I know that it irritates me. I was at work and I remember I got a call and that call was like, "Hey, do you mind if we play uh Donkey Kong Country?" And I was like, "Yeah, I don't care." And they were like, "We're going to use the Retron." And I was like, "Yeah, it's simple enough." And then I come home and uh Shane's wife is like, "That Retron is dumb." And I was like, "What do you mean it's dumb?" And she's like, "It won't play Super Nintendo games." And I was like, "Yes, it fucking will." I was playing Super Famicom like just last week, and she's like, "Well, it doesn't work. It won't play Donkey Kong Country." And I went over there and I tried to put it in, and sure enough, the pegs on the Super Nintendo were broken. Everything else on it works except for the Super Nintendo drive. And because I wasn't here, I don't know what broke it. My only guess is that, see, the Retron 5, the Super Nintendo and whatnot, those parts are a little more open than some people are used to. And the reason for that, there's a legitimate reason why they're open like that. Um, because Super Famicom games were a little bit fatter than Super Nintendo games, so that area in there is just a little thicker than what other people are used to. So if you put the game in, you put it in at an angle or not straight on, you can actually push it in sideways and you can bend the pegs if you're not paying attention or you don't know that it's different. And I think that what happened, and of course I can't prove it, like I said, I wasn't there. I think what happened is that she put in Donkey Kong Country and I think her arm was at an angle, like she reached down and kind of went to push it in. And I think that's what really happened. I think that she bent the pegs putting in Donkey Kong Country, and that was it. That was the end of it. Because where the Retron was didn't exactly do it any favors either. Because it was in this little entertainment center where like there was a shelf set up, and you would kind of like have to reach your hand in and put it there. And if you didn't know, if you weren't thinking about it, yeah, that's what I think happened. Because it used to be on the top shelf, which was all open, and then it was moved to the lower shelf because all my new gen stuff was on the top shelf. But I definitely want a new Retron 5 because it is it's convenient. That's a big part of it. It's convenient. There's no denying it. I like having like a Game Boy and all that other shit, but just having a machine that plays 9 freaking systems with one cord, one power cord, it's so convenient. It's such a big helpful deal, especially nowadays with the way things can get in terms of cords and everything. Like the Retron 5 plays Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Famicom, Nintendo, Super Famicom, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and with the adapter, the Sega Mega Drive. So you could play the Master System games as well. This is a huge deal when you figure all of that runs on a single system with a single HDMI cord and just one plug. Like it's such a good thing. It's such a good thing. And the system itself is a very powerful emulator. It works very well. And it is an emulator. The system is an emulator. Because what it does is it doesn't actually play the game. You put the game in, and it creates a ROM by copying what you just put in. The Famicom is also different than the see, because the Nintendo and the Famicom essentially are the same thing, but see, the Nintendo has to be bigger than the Famicom slot because the NES is, if you're using like if you're using an NES front loader, there were 10 extra pegs which was utilized. They were called like the NES 10. Those 10 pegs made a connection that then sent a security clearance to the system. If those pegs ever were not connected, the system wouldn't work. And you get this a lot where you put it in, and sometimes you'll see where you have to take it out and blow in it and whatnot because you get that weird flashing screen. That flashing screen is actually the Nintendo refusing to play even though it has connection, because the NES 10 connections, those extra 10 pegs, are not connected. Well, if you have an NES top loader and you break the plastic on top, you could just put a Famicom game in there and it'll work. Because it doesn't have the NES 10. It bypasses that system. The NES top loader will play anything. It'll play any freaking Nintendo game, period, without a problem. It is superior to the front loader. But it was considered to be the second system, the one that nobody really wanted, when it was by far the superior version of the NES. The NES top loader, hands down, is a better system than the NES front loader. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I just meant to... Now he's tired and confused. Yeah, I have some Famicom games downstairs on my game rack. I have some Super Famicom games downstairs on that rack. The NES games, one of the only ones, I have three that I can't really play. They're just like these Shonen Jump games that if I try to play them, I'm kind of wasting my time. I can't read any of it. I don't know what's going on. And then I have an NES game. I have what's it called? Bionic. I have Bionic Commando for the Famicom, so I have that game downstairs. I also have an awful game, which is called Street Fighter 6 12 Peoples, which is a working version of Street Fighter 2 on the NES, and it is terrible. It doesn't work. It's pretty much unplayable. And then I also have like 5 Super Famicom games. 2 of them are Dragon Quest, and then 2 are Dragon Ball Z games. Oh, it also that system, the Retron 5, also is not region locked, so you could play like Genesis games that never came over here. So I have Dragon Ball Z Buyu Ratsuden, I have that, which is the Japanese Sega Genesis game for Dragon Ball Z, which I enjoy quite a bit, and I can play it. Come on, Spoopy. Get those levels. We need you to get to a point where you can actually use the Dream Eater tactic on your own. I had Butoden. I have two of those. I have the first one and the third one. And I feel sad about that because my favorite Butoden was the second one. And I couldn't find the second one. But I did find the first and third, and I have those for the Super Famicom. But right now, I don't have a Super Famicom, and I don't have a Retron 5, so I can't do anything with them. I just have them. Nope. In that era, there was Buyu Ratsuden, which were the Sega Genesis. There were 3 Buitoden games, which were for the Super Nintendo, and then there was Hyper Dimension Zone for the Super Nintendo. And holy shit, Hyper Dimension Zone is one of the greatest frickin' fighting games that had come out in that era. It was so good. Another game that was absolutely insanely good was the Gundam fighting game for Super Nintendo. It was Gundam Wing Endless Duel. That game, it feels like the predecessor to the fighting engine that would become Marvel vs. Capcom. It really does. It feels a lot like that. We're almost done with the tower. Yeah, it's very fast paced. It's got that system where you can actually hit a guy up into the air, then jump into the air after them and do air combos. It feels incredibly fast and fluid for a game that old. Oh, and it was one of the first games that I can remember that had like an ammo system in a fighting game. So it's the Gundam game that started that, where you can't just spam your frickin' missiles or whatever. As you shoot, you have like a 500 ammo meter, and that meter goes down. So you can't just like in Street Fighter you spam Hadokens. If you don't know how to actually use the fighting system, you're gonna get fucked. because you're going to run out of ammo at some point, and if you don't know how to fight without the ammo, without spamming the Gatling gun, you're fucked. There's Marowak. Oh, I love Marowak. He's so freaking cool. Let's put him to sleep and drain him to death. In fact, that same fighting system that was used for that Gundam, the same fighting engine, was used also for the Power Rangers fighting game on Super Nintendo. Which is why that Power Rangers fighting game is so damn good. That's cute. It's a Zubat. Sure, we'll see if that works again. Oh, he got that one. That was super effective, really? Oh, that's because I wonder if I am poisoned. Because I don't think I remember ghosts being weak to grass. Oh, you would. Yeah, we're gonna switch. Amp has got it. Holy crap, look at your sprite. I don't know if you were scary or... It would make sense if the whole line is ghost poison, because that would also explain why all the ghosts are remarkably weak to psychic. But at the same time, the anime tells you to go get the ghost. The anime is like, you need the ghost to deal with Sabrina, but then you go get the ghost and you bring it in there and he's ghost poison, and she uses confuse and it just fucking dies. Like hardcore dies. I remember there were a lot of people that like took the anime as a learning device. Like a lot of people, they kind of relied on it to kind of show them how to make it through the game. In fact, I remember my daughter watching season 1 and she was like, "Oh, well, Ash used this." And I was like, "Yeah, but you probably shouldn't." I was like, "Pikachu is not about to zap that Onyx. In fact, none of your moves work here." Like, my least favorite character to use, Bass. It is without question. It's Bass. Easy. 100%. No question about it. It's Bass. I don't like to use him. However, I don't think he's bad. It's I don't find there to be a bad character in DOA. If you understand that system, every character is usable. Now, top 5 characters that I use in Dead or Alive, however. Okay, I use Jan Lee, of course. I use Kasumi. Um, I'm trying to put it in because okay. Look here. When it comes to Dead or Alive, I'm the kind of person that you might not want to face. I am ridiculously good. I spent a very long time playing Dead or Alive, just pushing the random button. And that was it. Like, I've used everybody, and I've used everybody consistently for a long time. I pretty much get a new Dead or Alive game, crank the PC up to hard, and immediately go to random question mark and play the game. And I'm usually fine. Now I've been beat. I mean, like if I go online, people have tactics and whatnot that will take you off guard, and so I get beat. But if you stay and you fight me consistently, because of parts of my background, I'm quick to adapt and learn patterns of how it is that you fight. And once I know how it is that you're fighting, the combos that you're using consistently, the things that you're doing that make you dangerous, that allowed you to beat me in the first place, I'll wreck you. And then I'll start wrecking you consistently from that point, because most people, they find a tactic that works for them, and that's what they do. They become patternized. And that's dangerous in a game like Dead or Alive. It's very dangerous. But if I had to put down characters that I absolutely, like, you probably don't want to fight me with them, it would be Jan Lee. You're in trouble if I have Jan Lee. You're in trouble if I have Kasumi. You're in trouble if I have Christy. Uh, Depending on the game, Ginfu could be a real problem for you. Chances are you may never hit me if I get my combo. If I get my counters running correctly, I can smash you in 2 counters and the game is over. And then there's something to be said if you end up fighting me and I have Ian, or if I have how am I going to forget her name? The other karate master. I cannot believe that I just forgot her name. It's shit. It's Shane's favorite character, and all of a sudden I'm drawing a blank. I must be way tired. It's not Helena. It's the karate girl, and for some reason my mind is all of a sudden blank. The main redhead is Kasumi. She uses Mugen Tenshu. Bam. Now, if you want a really good chance at beating me, however, for some reason, I have a problem with people that use Zack. Zack and Brad Wong give me problems. I don't know why. And in terms of characters that if I'm using them, you have a damn good chance at wrecking me, that's existent as well. If I get stuck with one of the grab artists, then you have a good shot against me. There's a very good probability that if I'm stuck with Bayman or Leon or Bass, yeah, you have a pretty good shot at taking me down. You should definitely be worried though, like if I end up with is it Elliot? The boy that trains with the with Ginfu. I'm pretty damn good with him. And one character, for whatever reason, in Dead or Alive 5, she was completely useless to me for years. Until all of a sudden in Dead or Alive 5, for whatever reason, I became ridiculously good with Tina. And I don't know why. But I'm dangerous as shit with her. Damn it, Snorlax. Favorite thing is to use Snorlax. You teach it rest, you teach it sleep talk, and then you give it 2 heavy attacks, and you just go crazy with it. Ugh. Oh, you're an asshat. I don't have to catch you, dude. I'm just trying to because I like you so much. Damn. Oh, he knocked himself out. Oh well. I was willing to catch it, but I'm not going to use him, so. Is that the only move you have is light screen? What are you doing? Is this the dude that gives you the super rod? Sure. Just one more item I have to put away at the Poke Center. What were you doing back here? Dude, you are so close to a Gyarados. So close, you poor, poor bastard. Nope, I think it's 25. I think you have to hit 25 to get a Gyarados. He's like right there. Okay, oh my gosh. It is late for me. May not be late for some other people, but for me, it's pretty damn late. I did not expect to be here this late, but it's been a while since I streamed and actually sat down and talked to some people and everything. I'm telling you, man, all this stuff that's piled up on me. I'm doing it. I'm attacking it the best I can. I'm losing the weight they told me to lose and doing what I could do. I tell you, I'm dropping fast. My diet's changed. My exercise is back on track. My boxing bag is back in the garage. I'm actually moving and doing everything I was supposed to do. I'm down to my last weigh-in was 226. Substantially a big deal when you figure that when I first started dragging the equipment out, I was at 270. I'd gotten pretty damn heavy. It was hard to see. I carry my weight. I've always carried my weight and looked heavier, or rather been heavier than I looked, like always. But I got up to 270. I've pulled all the way back. I'm all the way back down to 226. So I'm making progress. But it's time to do that sleep, and I might be on here for a while tomorrow before I head out. I'm going to lunch with my mother tomorrow, if the weather permits. Going to lunch with my mom tomorrow. That'll be around 1 or 2. So I may be on there until then. We'll see. I don't know. Catch you guys later.